Hello everyone, and welcome to the Wonder Garden channel, a place where we share simple, easy to follow, yet highly effective orchid care tips. In today's video, I will guide you on how to care for young orchids, helping them grow healthily and gradually become a beautiful Phalaenopsis orchid pot. What makes this method special is that it uses only very familiar ingredients from your kitchen, making it both cost-effective and safe for the plants. If you're new to growing and caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, don't forget to subscribe to the Wonder Garden channel so you won't miss our daily detailed, easy-to-follow, and practical tutorial videos. Let's get started. Here are the orchids I bought from a local store for just $5. They are young orchids propagated in an industrial environment, still quite small, but with great potential for growth. Today, I will care for and repot these 3 orchids, arranging and nurturing them properly so that, after a period of growth, they will become a beautiful, healthy, and vibrant orchid pot. First, when repotting these orchids, you need to check the entire root system by gently removing the old plastic pot. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. Phalaenopsis orchids grow in symbiosis with beneficial microorganisms in their original growing medium, especially mycorrhizal fungi that help the roots absorb nutrients more efficiently. Therefore, you only need to use clean, sharp scissors to remove roots that are dry, damaged, or rotten. Absolutely do not separate or remove all of the old growing medium, as this will eliminate the natural symbiotic environment, causing the plant to go into shock, recover slowly, and struggle to produce new roots. Keeping the healthy portion of the old medium helps the orchid adapt more quickly after repotting and stabilize its growth. After checking and removing all the damaged roots, I will rinse the entire plant with clean water. This step helps the orchid completely remove dirt, fungal spores, bacteria, and salt residues still clinging to the roots and the old growing medium. As a result, the root system becomes cleaner, the risk of disease after repotting is reduced, and the plant can absorb water and nutrients more effectively. Although this step is very simple, it is extremely important. It helps the orchid recover faster, produce healthy new roots, and grow steadily after being repotted. After rinsing, place the plant in a cool, well-ventilated area and allow excess water to drain before moving on to the next step. To treat the orchid and help it stay healthy and grow at its best, I will use cinnamon powder. Cinnamon powder contains natural antibacterial and antifungal compounds that help prevent fungal diseases, reduce bacteria that cause root rot, and support faster healing of root cuts after trimming. I use 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder. Dilute it with 500 milliliters of hot water. Then stir well until the cinnamon powder dissolves. Then cover it and wait until the water cools completely. This solution provides gentle disinfection, protects the root system, and creates favorable conditions for the orchid to produce healthy new roots and recover faster after repotting. After 3 hours, when the cinnamon water has completely cooled, I will filter out all the undissolved cinnamon powder, keeping only the clear liquid that contains the fully dissolved beneficial compounds. Filtering the solution makes it gentler and safer for the orchid roots, preventing cinnamon powder from sticking to the roots and causing heat stress or blockage during use, while also helping the plant absorb nutrients more effectively during treatment and recovery. Continue diluting this solution with 500 milliliters of clean water to reduce the concentration, making it gentler and safe for young roots, and suitable for treating newly repotted orchids. Next, I will completely submerge all 3 orchid plants in the cinnamon water solution. This method helps disinfect the entire root system, eliminate remaining fungi and bacteria, and stimulate recovery as well as the formation of new roots. I will soak the orchid roots for 10 minutes. This soaking time is just enough to strengthen the orchids before repotting, creating a solid foundation for their future growth and development. While waiting, I will soak a soft cotton pad in the cinnamon water solution and gently wipe both sides of the orchid leaves. Wiping the leaves not only removes dust, mineral residue, and bacteria that have accumulated on the leaf surface over time, but also allows the leaves to directly absorb the natural antibacterial compounds found in cinnamon. As a result, the orchid leaves become cleaner, better ventilated, and less susceptible to fungal diseases and harmful bacteria. When the leaves are clean and healthy, photosynthesis becomes more efficient, helping the plant recover faster, develop greener and sturdier leaves, and build a strong foundation for the growth of new roots and future flower spikes. After 10 minutes of soaking, I will gently remove the orchids from the solution and place them in a dry, well-ventilated area to allow excess water to drain naturally. To repot these orchids, I will use pine bark. Before using it, you need to sterilize the growing medium to eliminate harmful fungi and bacteria. I will pour clean water in until the pine bark is completely submerged. Then add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Baking soda has mild antibacterial and antifungal properties and helps neutralize remaining impurities in the growing medium, making it cleaner and safer for the orchid roots. Soak it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then rinse it thoroughly with clean water and let it drain before planting. At this point, the pine bark is ready to use and will help the orchid roots grow more healthily. After finishing the treatment and preparation of both the plants and the pine bark, I will repot all 3 orchids together into one pot. I will use a pot with many drainage holes and good ventilation like this, which helps prevent water from pooling and keeps the orchid roots dry and well aerated. First, I place a few pieces of foam at the bottom of the pot. These foam pieces improve aeration, allow better airflow at the base of the pot, and create a stable foundation to secure the plant, preventing it from shifting after planting. Next, I will use small metal rods like these to stake and secure the orchid bases to the pot before adding the growing medium. Securing the plants from the start is very important. It helps them stay stable and prevents movement when watering or moving the pot, so newly forming roots are not damaged and can develop more steadily. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. After the orchid bases are firmly secured, I will gently add pine bark evenly around them until the bases are just sufficiently covered. Be careful not to press the bark too tightly. Apply it lightly, just enough to keep the plants upright, while allowing the roots plenty of airflow to breathe and grow healthily. Finally, add a thin layer of moss on the surface to lightly retain moisture, helping the young roots avoid drying out too quickly during the early recovery stage. This moss layer also helps stabilize temperature, reduce water evaporation, and create a favorable environment for new roots to quickly attach to the growing medium. That's it. We've finished repotting the orchids. Let them rest without watering for 2 days in a cool, well-ventilated place. After 2 days, I will prepare another fertilizer to provide the orchids with enough nutrients for recovery. I will use rice, which contains B vitamins, starch, and trace minerals, very beneficial during the recovery stage, helping stimulate new root growth and allowing the plant to adapt quickly to its new growing environment. Use 2 tablespoons of rice mixed with 500 milliliters of clean water. Stir well so the nutrients from the rice dissolve into the water, then let the mixture settle for a few minutes. Then simply water the previously repotted pot with this rice water. Rice water helps stimulate young root growth, strengthen the plant's resistance, promote greener leaves, and support quick recovery without causing shock or damage to the root system. Finally, place the plant in a well-ventilated area, away from direct sunlight. Results after 2 months. You can see that after just 2 months, my 3 orchids have grown significantly. The leaves are greener, thicker, and sturdier, and the plants are noticeably larger compared to the beginning. In particular, healthy new roots have appeared and begun to firmly attach to the growing medium in search of water and nutrients. This clearly shows that proper repotting combined with suitable care helps orchids recover quickly, stabilize, and grow sustainably. At this stage, I will continue using rice water to gently supplement nutrients for the plant while maintaining the necessary moisture, supporting better development of new roots, and building a strong foundation for vigorous growth in the coming period. This is my orchid pot that was planted and cared for using the same method. You can see that the root system has developed very well, firmly attaching to the growing medium and absorbing nutrients efficiently. When the roots are healthy, the plant grows steadily with greener, thicker, and sturdier leaves. And when the plant is strong enough, it will begin to focus its energy on forming flower spikes. These spikes will gradually emerge, grow thick and healthy, and produce large, vibrant, long-lasting blooms that stay on the plant for a longer time. What do you think about this method of repotting and caring for orchids? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Wonder Garden channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss upcoming videos about orchid care and recovery. Thank you so much for watching.